Hey guys, so one of the things that I find when I go diving is that there are some stores that intentionally damage things out. So for instance, right, they will have a flower like this and they will rip it off from the stem and I can't find the stem because they cut it into pieces or they've disposed of it. I don't know where the stem went, or maybe it's still in the store, who knows. But I come across a lot of flower heads. And for me, when I look at this stuff, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll figure out something to do with it, put it in an arrangement. Um, yeah, just or put it as a decoration. I'll figure it out. So I've been collecting it, putting it into a bag, and you can see things like this. See that? This might go good inside. Oh, hello there, Oreo. Hello there. Okay, so this might be good maybe in some kind of like glass enclosure. You guys saw that, what was it called? Like that geometric glass dome. Like putting something like this would be good inside. But what I found out is collect as much as you can, a variety, and put it for a wreath. See that? So this was some kind of material that I found yesterday that I picked up. I just wrapped it around this wreath that I also picked up on another dive, and it's all coming together. So one thing about diving is if you do have like a little project, you cannot it's not like it's going to be instantaneous. I found this like a couple weeks ago. I found a wreath hanger a couple weeks ago. I don't remember if it was on the same dive or not, but when I saw this and then I found the wreath hanger, okay, well, maybe I can do something with it. I've already had the cut flowers. You can see the heads are cut or it was removed. And yesterday it came together because I found this. So my thinking is that right now I don't think that this is really like the wreath that I kind of want to put together, but it's kind of coming along. I'm happy with this part. I don't know about the sunflower. I This was another one that I picked up. This is a little too bright, so, and this one's missing its head. But yeah, so this was the basin that's over there. But you can kind of see, it's going to come together. I just have to glue it together or tape it together, and I already have the wreath holder, so I'm happy about it. This is a 12-inch wreath holder. Very versatile. Part of me wants to glue it, but the other part of me wants to tape it down. Just because if I tape it down and I find more things that I want to put together, I can easily remove it, and that way I don't kind of damage the backing at all. I know it's strange. Like I like to change things up, so having more material is really beneficial versus kind of, what if I glue everything on and I fix it and I damage something up. Yeah, oh, okay, that's a good idea. Floor swire. Yeah, I don't have any floor swire, but I can definitely pick some up. I noticed that if you look in over here, some of it has holes. I don't know if it's because the whole intention is like poke things through the holes, but this is kind of spaced out. Maybe I can just kind of wire this together somehow and make it one giant wire structure, wire bound structure. Oreo, why are you in my stream right now? Of all the times, Oreo. Yeah, so you guys, I think, yeah, so this is just like multiple finds. This is loose. This was yesterday. This was yesterday. This was yesterday. This was yesterday. Yeah. People are probably thinking like, why is this chick picking up like the cut heads? Like nobody has a use for this. But I have a use for it, and I've always held on to this belief that having more material is better than less, because in the event that I want to put something together, I don't want to think like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm only gonna pick up, let's say, the pink flowers, and then I find out like, oh wait, maybe if I had something orange, it would work. This kind of craft stuff, one thing that I've realized is it can get kind of costly. It can definitely get costly. It definitely adds up over time. Scrapbooking, from what I've seen, it's like kind of going down a rabbit hole. You have all these like punches, all these stickers, all these books you can use, all these papers. I'm happy I'm not into scrapbooking. If I was into scrapbooking, it would be a very expensive hobby. And I don't find enough material for scrapbooking anyway, most likely. So having something like using these fake flowers, and this was garland. This was garland, and I just wrapped it around. You guys can see this is a cardboard one, a 12-inch wreath. And I don't know why they threw it away. I really don't. There was nothing wrong with it. It still had all the tags on, but no. Literally one store's trash is another person's treasure or hobby. So yeah, just have some fun with it and make do. That's home, I think. I know. Okay, so Teresa's calling me a craft. I am okay. You know what? I am not a craft hoarder. I do admit that I don't like. See, this is my stash of cut flowers, of cut flower heads. My bad. So it's not that much. It's not like when I see things, it's overflowing with cut flower heads. Most of the time, I only find about like 4 different pieces, and I've used those pieces in arrangements around the house. This one, I was super excited when I saw this yesterday. I was like, oh, and I was hoping that I would see the flower stem that attached to it, but I couldn't find it. So there is a chance that when they had it on the floor, it got detached from the stem, and they found this, but they either were too lazy to find the flower stem, or maybe they just disposed of it another day. Who knows? Who knows? But this is super pretty. I love these hydrangeas. Yeah, it's super nice. And I know I sound like an absolute cheapskate, and I am a very frugal person. Oh, look. Oh, see, it is missing something like that. So I could just cut this off, but or I could cut that off, but I don't even really notice it. Yeah, so a lot of these stores they have damage out things. So this thing, actually, wait, hold up. No, this one I didn't find in a store. This one someone was had it in like arts and craft thing, and I was like, okay, I'll try use that. But I have no use for this. Oreo, what are you doing? When I'm deciding to stream, that's when you're over here. Jeez. You're turning into Clinton, Oreo. Hmm? I know, Oreo. So yeah, these flowers, like I can't imagine buying this stuff in a craft store just to cut this off the stem. Like that's a crazy thing to me. Like I know there are people who do this stuff and put this all together, but for me I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to cut it off the I don't want to buy pieces and then if I cuz I'm not that creative, I won't know exactly what pieces would fit in here." You see? So if I have the material in front of me, I can just play around with it. Depending how I want to do it, I can just do it that way. Yeah, I don't want to I'm not that kind of person where I know exactly how I want to arrange this stuff. Oh no, I want to put something big there. What was I had? There? No? Maybe here? I don't know. So I just like play around with this stuff. I think I have this too close right now. I've seen like when they have arrangements and they just do the bottom. I've seen that too. But I don't know how I feel about that. And then I have to cover up the gaps. Oh my goodness, Oreo. Oreo, I swear you're taking after Clinton. All he was quiet in the moment I decide to stream, he is very, very loud. Oh, so Teresa has a ridiculous amount of fabric. Yeah, I'm not a sewer, so I don't have that issue. But I know some people do. Some people have like a lot of craft stuff that they accumulate. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell this stick was. So I picked this up yesterday. I guess it's a greenery stick. I don't know. It's strange. Like, I honestly thought this was a bird perch when I saw this. I was like, what the is this? It's a greenery stick. Classic greenery. What the fuck is this? Classic greenery. Okay. Something. I don't know. It's just a stick of sorts, so. Yeah. And these wreaths are if you go to a craft store and you buy like a pre-arranged one, they can get pretty pricey. It's crazy. And I've been trying to find I I haven't been in Manhattan all last week, and I was looking at some diving Facebook groups. I try to kind of have the pulse of certain things just in case, if there's like let's say one day I hear about a certain store has to throw away all this certain stuff. Maybe the local stores might have it. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But I remember seeing a post and they said that for a craft store, they were throwing away all their spring wreaths or all like the springy wreaths. And I remember when I saw it was the day after, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm not diving. Oh my gosh, this is like if they actually threw out a bunch of spring wreaths, I could have definitely taken it, salvaged out some flowers or, added some stuff on here. It's just free material and it would definitely be very, very cherished material. We just really need to have one wreath around here, maybe two wreaths. Lewis is already telling me like he feels like um we have a lot of um greenery and things like that. I'm telling him like we do not we could have more. We could have a lot more and I think it would be really nice. I want to make it look like a calming pretty jungle of sorts. I know it's strange, but it definitely is a work in progress. And this kind of stuff, although I can just go to a craft store and, drop $100 and buy all these flowers, I don't really see the point of it. I'd rather just use this whole patience thing and see what I find one day and then salvage it. And if I don't have a use for it, then just kind of keep it on the back burner for a project. My haul is not that big, so I don't have to worry about having, boxes and boxes and boxes of cut flower heads, but um, I don't know. I don't know if it would ever get to that point. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah. All I know is uh, October 2020 is the day I'm like, yeah, I just have this one bag of flowers, cut flower heads over here. That's it. Who knows how October 2021 will be? Maybe I'll be like, you guys see, I have this huge box of flowers over here, and now I have to have like a storage space just for all my fake flowers. Yeah. Yeah, I have to go back to Jamali and buy floral wire then, or maybe I'll buy it online. I'm kind of hesitant about Jamali. I told you guys this in my stream over there. All I bought was Crowning Glory floral spray. And I don't really want to go to Jamali because I don't need 660 feet of floral wire. Like that's kind of ridiculous. I do know that craft stores they sell smaller amounts. So maybe I will go to this craft store and buy the floor wire because I did actually go into that store and I was checking out what they have. Yes, I do check out craft stores. I do see what's inside, but 99% of the time I won't buy anything. I just kind of scope it to see, what's available, what do people use, or maybe just have like a post of what can I can expect maybe showing up in the future. Another thing I want to share with you guys is I've been looking for toys. I haven't been really seeing toys. Kind of sucks. There's part of me that wants to try to coordinate Toys for Tot Drive, but it definitely requires coordination and see how that is. I think having a Toys for Tots drive would be really awesome in the store. Also, if I do come across any box toys, you guys might see in one of my older streams, I came across a whole dumpster full of toys a few months ago. I felt bad because it's like the first time I saw that amount, that was the first time I went to that place. I I was thinking to myself, oh crap, there are all these brand new $30 toys and I I didn't know what to do because it was just an overwhelming amount of stuff. I remember I grabbed a bunch of like craft stuff for myself or yarn, and I thought I was gonna get into knitting. Not really. I think 1 or 2 days later, I just gave most of that yarn away. I was like, I'm not really a knitter. I'm more into the floral stuff. But yeah, just knowing that they toss away brand new toys just was kind of heartbreaking. I have gone to that dumpster afterwards. I haven't really found much. Hold on, hold on, hold on. One moment. I haven't really found much. It's kind of strange because I don't know if it's just the timing of things or if it's because things are not really getting thrown out or and I know it's for a fact it's not because I'm coming there late at all. But for whatever reason, you got some good stores and you got some really bad stores. Like some stores are really abundant and some stores, it's like you go there multiple times. You're like, where the hell is all the stuff that they should be throwing out? Maybe the employees are taking it home. Who knows? I've heard, for instance, for some of those CVSs, there are certain places, certain locations that divers will recommend, and they'll say, go to this location or go to this location. I know some of the locations, but it's out of the way for me. I don't want to make a trip just to go to one CVS and that's it. I want to go to a location where I can hit up multiple spots. Yeah. And it's really important. I did find out a new location, by the way, for diving. There are certain divers that are very mum about where they go. And like they will like if you message them and you tell them, hey, I'm in New York and I want to know some places to hit up, or can you recommend me like a certain store to go to or a certain time, you might not get a response at all, or you might get some very vague like non-answer, like, yeah, just go to like the big box stores. It's like, well, that doesn't tell me much. And that's why for me, like the people that I do speak to, it's people who do freely share the knowledge, people that I have met in person, and I really, really appreciate that. I think that, I know like some people they want to keep their locations as a secret from other people who are in the area, but part of me thinks like it's not that cool sometimes, like if you try to give off this air like, look at me, I'm so generous, and I do all this stuff, and then when it actually comes to coordinating with, let's say, other volunteers or other people who are also into rescuing things or donating things, it's like a stone wall. But thankfully I find more of those like hidden gems about people who say like, yeah, let's meet up, or hey, this is the location I go to, this is the time I go to, if you're in the area, let me know, that kind of stuff. Like those are the people that I really like associating with. But they also tend to be the people you will never ever see them showing stuff on social media. They're not prominent. They don't have a following. I'm not on, for me, like, I'm not on other social media platforms with this stuff. I'm only on YouTube, and that's about it. But yeah, so anyway, what I was getting to is that I found out this one location that this diver is going off to, and I was kind of wondering off the top of my head, like, where the hell is it? And I know this is gonna sound really creepy, but you can, if with enough patience and with enough problem solving, you can kind of figure out where certain locations is. So for instance, right? Let's say I hit up 3 stores, right? And I tell you, okay, I'm hitting up a place where there is a Taco Bell, a CVS, and a Dwayne Reed nearby. And you guys know that I also go to, let's say, Bed Bath and Beyond, right? I'm just giving out like an example. If you know that these people are kind of hitting the same route, or if it's because it's nearby, if you know locations, you can kind of say, okay, which place has like a Taco Bell near a Bed Bath and Beyond, and figure it out that way. I found out one location today that a diver goes to. I looked at the Google Maps of it, and when I looked at the map, I was like, holy frick, this is so freaking far. Like it's like a shopping mall, so you can hit up multiple stores all at one time, but I don't think it's not convenient for me. So even though I know where it is, I won't be heading up that specific shopping mall since it's out of the way. Yeah, but it's good to know it. It's good to know it. There have been times where I find out if divers are in that area, or an area that either I go to or I don't go to. I'll share that knowledge. I'll say, hey, I don't go to this location, but I heard that this is a really good location to go to. And sometimes they check out that location and they tell others, and I'm completely fine with it. Other times, they disregard it, which is fine too. And there's this one diver that I was talking to, and she was one of the first people that got me into diving. She was sharing her locations openly, and I was telling her, oh my goodness, Oreo, can you stop that? Oreo's trying to, did you hear that? Oreo was like knocking things over. Oreo, what are you doing, Oreo? Come on now. Um, yeah, so let's see. Do you hear Oreo? No, by finding laws, no. Dumpster diving is not illegal. At least not in New York. If once it goes on public property or once it goes on the sidewalk, it's kind of public property because you're relinquishing control. But if it is something like fenced off or locked off, you really don't want to go over there. Yeah. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, yeah. So this one person who got me interested in diving because she was very very transparent about where she goes off to. I when I found places, I would share it with her. I would say, hey, check out this place, or if I come across other divers, I'll tell them like, yeah, I go over here. Where do you guys go? It's interesting seeing how the exchange of things come out because sometimes like I'll share locations and then I'll ask people where they go, and there are certain like instances where you can tell that um, they're less open to share locations, and it's like, oh my gosh, it just like I understand it, but I'm like, oh gosh. So for a lot of this stuff, you have to really just do your own kind of work. And um, I get it. Like some people get really, really protective about spots. I've seen divers in Manhattan where they will, they get really possessive. There's that one person where I went to a marketplace. There were three dumpsters out. This one person wanted the whole freaking dumpster to themselves. I've never seen them at that dumpster before. And I was thinking to myself, who the hell is this person to be so possessive over a freaking dumpster? And I asked some other dumpster divers about it. And they said, yeah, that's not cool. What the hell's up with that guy? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. But that's the kind of people that you encounter. Sometimes you encounter really kind people who are really sharing, and um, you encounter some jerks. Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, I have to get going, and I just wanted to share with you guys this stuff, and I think it's kind of cool. I've heard that some places they throw out things like really nice wreaths, and I haven't come across it yet. If I did come across those wreaths, I would be very happy to salvage it for flowers or salvage it for parts or, donate them. But yeah, it's sad because it's like when I see this kind of stuff, I know that for seasonal things like Halloween, Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, you're always going to have an influx of consumer goods being made. And then afterwards, right? Like after Halloween, is anyone going to need this stuff? No, it's just going to end up in the trash. So I don't like buying. One of the things that dumpster diving has really done is it's really made me think I do not want to buy seasonal stuff really. Since I know, and because I'm already a diver, right? It's like, what's the point of me buying seasonal stuff if I know all this stuff is just going to end up in the dumpster most likely anyway. I'm curious to see how the candy haul for Halloween is going to be. I was sharing with you guys yesterday that some divers were telling me like, "Oh, I thought I found a lot of candy yesterday, like 60 pounds of gummy bears." They were telling me that that's nothing compared to after Halloween. So I might be meeting up with some divers and checking out like CVS's. Some people were telling me, oh, check out Spirit Halloween. Maybe they would have something. People who have never gone to that store. And I told them, from what I've been told and from what I've read online, Spirit Halloween is a really crappy place to go to for diving. After whatever they cannot sell at the end of the Halloween season, they intentionally destroy. So they will make it so it's unsalvageable. So, but I really want to see Spirit Halloween. I want to show you a glimpse of how the Spirit Halloween waste is so you guys can see it firsthand, how they damage stuff. When I heard about their policy, it made me decide I do not want to support a business like that at all. I like if I had to buy Halloween stuff, I would buy it from, I have no problem buying it. Let's say like if I had to buy Halloween stuff, I have no problem buying it from like a craft store like this one. I have no problem buying it from um like CBS or something like that, even though I wouldn't really want to. But you get what I'm saying? Like, but if I know that a company's policy is to intentionally destroy something and they do not want to, they explicitly do say they do not want to donate it or give it out to their employees when they have no use for it, it rubs me the wrong way. Yeah. Yeah, the thing, Hannah, is that the reason why so many things are produced is because they want to make a profit, right? Whatever they don't sell, they can write it off as a loss, or they can have it as a damaged item, and they'll be like, well, we couldn't sell, let's say, 10,000 units of it, but we sold a whole bunch and we made a whole bunch of money, and it worked. So let's churn out more Valentine's Day stuff out next year. It's sickening. It's sickening. If you guys want to see something very bothersome, look at how much trick-or-treat pumpkins are probably going to get left like a week after Halloween or the day after Halloween. I saw something like 300 pumpkins, plastic pumpkins, at Walmart when I was in Hawaii. And this was after Halloween, and it saddened me so much because I know for a fact no one's going to buy a plastic pumpkin, even if it's only 25 cents, right? So, yeah, I don't want to buy any plastic pumpkin pail for sure. I think if I had a kid, I would just kind of stock up the year before and be like, okay, I'm gonna stock up on all these Halloween decorations and decorations now, not candy, decorations and store them, and then for that year I'll use it, and then I'll add to my collection the following year. You get what I'm saying? Like I'll just keep adding to my pile. Same thing for Christmas stuff. Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter. Yeah, good frugal tip. If you guys do Christmas presents, buy your wrapping paper the year prior. So for this year, right, after Christmas passes, stock up on wrapping paper and use that wrapping paper for next year. That's what I always do. I remember one of my family members, they ran out of Christmas labels and I got kind of irked because I thought, oh my God, they're spending $5 on Christmas labels when I know it's going to be something like 50 cents after Christmas. So one year I bought like a whole bunch of Christmas labels for them, and I was like, "Here, you have more labels for the next couple years." Yeah. So that's my thing, and I feel like I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I don't support paying full price for seasonal holiday stuff if you can avoid it. If you can avoid it. Yeah, so holiday season, after Halloween shows up, after Christmas shows up, I'll show you guys all the waste. You guys already got a glimpse of things. Oh, yeah, look, I added a new pumpkin to my pile. See? I have like a bunch of pumpkins. Let's see how much this pumpkin was. This pumpkin, I think this got destroyed by an employee, but I'm not too as a crap. I don't really care. Like, who the hell's gonna look this close at my pumpkin? It is $3.99. Yep, it's a cute pumpkin. So I have quite a pumpkin stash going on, and it's not even Halloween yet. It's just that all these things get damaged, and then when they get damaged, I just toss them out. And I think, oh, okay, I don't really care as long as if they're just lying around the house for decoration. No one's gonna be like, oh, well, why, you got a damaged, cracked pumpkin. Plus, this place is cracked. Ta-da! Yeah, just an innocent little pumpkin. Yeah, plastics are the worst. I definitely agree with you on that. Geez, like the amount of bags that I'll probably see for like Easter treat bags or Halloween treat bags. Oh my gosh. I showed you guys some footage how it is with uh those paper bags with handles. I saw these like 4-inch bags like this big. You can tell they were like party fever bags. There was something like 200 of them, like over 200 of them in the dumpster, and it's like I wanted to save them, but I thought to myself, I have no freaking use for it. If I donate them, I mean, I could take them and donate them, but it's like I'm not gonna pack myself off just to do that. So yeah, I love over, and I'm pretty sure that yeah, you don't really have that many divers going over to certain places for whatever reason. I think people are conditioned to say like, oh yeah, even if it's free, like stay away, stay away, stay away, danger, danger, danger. But I've showed you guys how the bags are. You guys have seen it. A lot of the times it's just a bag and all it has is stuff inside of it. Like there's not food trash in there or anything like that. It's just a bunch of like cut flower heads or a bunch of paper in there. Yeah, it's not like it's a food dumpster. Food dumpsters can be pretty gnarly. I'll admit that easily. So yeah. Anyway, I gotta clean up, so I will talk to you guys later. See ya.